What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the Wizard101 Complete Game Walkthrough, episode 259, and today we continue our little side series that we have that's like branching off of the main series, the Portal of Peril Estates, where we do these gauntlets every month. Now, today is the June gauntlet, and that gauntlet is the Fantastic Voyage, which I think is actually a really fun little gauntlet. I think it's easy. We're going to do it completely solo, and we're going to have a good time today, right? I think it should be more of a chill episode today. I don't think this dungeon is really that difficult. It's more of like, it's more for fishing. If you're a fisherman in Wizard101, this is the gauntlet for you. But we'll talk about that.
Hello. Welcome aboard the Calypso, friend. You're just in time for another fantastic voyage of exploration and understanding. It will be quite the adventure. Come. Let me brief you on the details of the research expedition.
Okay, Captain Jack Cousteau. Jock.
Soon, we will be arriving at Data Atoll, the smallest island in the erudite archipelago in search of the elusive microfiche. Affectionately called Nature's Little Encyclopedia, the microfiche is famous for imprinting information onto the scales of its skin. Each microfiche is like a tiny, living, swimming history book. Truly fantastic, no? Yes, truly. I cannot wait for you to examine them yourself. We should be arriving at Data Atoll momentarily. Zut alors! Did we hear something? Perhaps piloting the ship should have taken precedent over providing context for the voyage. Shh! Do you hear that? I do not think we've hit something. I think we've been boarded. Yikes. Come, we must inspect on deck.
I really think that the vast majority of this gauntlet is just dialogue, which of course we are going to be listening to. You guys know this. But let's go. We have some glow ink squidlings here.
Oh no, we were boarded by a bloom of glow ink squidlings. There will be more of the insidious cephalopods if we do not act quickly. We must swiftly but humanely swab them from the deck before more show up and disrupt our fantastic voyage any further.
Okay. So here we go. Normally, you'll see 4 glow ink squidlings because most people, when they do these, are going to be teaming up, right? Oh, we're not going first. That's not good. But when you're by yourself, or probably with one other wizard, you only get 2. But here we go, back in the Portal of Peril. The Portal of Peril does have some decent rewards, I guess. Is it worth grinding a bunch of times over and over and over again? I don't know. I think I have like 26 or so credits right now. You know how long it would take to do this 26 times? I mean, obviously, I wouldn't do it solo 26 times, but I just don't know if it's worth it to do it that much, you know? All right, so this should be game. This dungeon is pretty easy. It's basically, I think it's like 4 little minion fights like this, plus a boss fight. The boss fight could be tough. The boss fight could be very tough. But these little minion fights are not going to be tough. I think this dungeon is easier than the clockwork one that we did. What was that one called? Whatever clockwork gauntlet we did with like Lucia. I think that one is more difficult than this one. So we also, as you can see, we have way more health than usual because we actually do get level scaled. I'm not sure what level we got scaled to. Maybe it will tell me if I go to my character screen. But we do have more health than usual. Kind of nice, I guess. Kind of nice. As far as the drops go in this dungeon, I don't know if they're that great. I don't really know. You can get some drops. You definitely can get some drops from this dungeon. I have before. Even in the Portal of Peril. Didn't get anything there.
Good work, wizard. What an irritating disturbance, no? Hopefully, the microfiche of Data Atoll will be less salty. To make matters worse, those malicious mollusks did more than just throw us off schedule. They also threw off our navigation system.
How?
They'll have to be recalibrated manually. Please return below and reset the navigational gyro control. I'll go man the helm in the wheelhouse. I'll use the intercom to let you know when the system is up and working.
Captain Jacques Cousteau was in Polaris. You guys remember him? He was the character in Polaris. Was he the guy we rescued in like that one like Catawba ice block maybe?
Magnifique. The navigational gyro control system is back online. Now I'll just replot our course and get us redirected. And voila, course corrected. To make up for lost time, I steered us into the jet stream of consciousness. We are making great time now. In fact, I can see Data Atoll on the horizon now. If you please, power down the engine and we'll coast right up to the beach.
Well, that was very fast. Power down.
Incredible. Data Atoll is even more beautiful than I'd imagined. Hurry now, my friend. The microfiche await. Meet me on the beach.
Meet me on the beach. All right. Let's go to Data Atoll Beach. There he is.
Ah, there you are. Behold, this elegantly simple pool is the only place in the spiral where one can check out microfiche. The time has finally arrived for us to dive into our research. I hope you brought your swimming robe. Last one in is rotten caviar. Allons-y.
All right, let's jump in. I think Jakku still gives us accuracy, if I'm not mistaken. So...
Sacre bleu.
Sacre
the pestilent
bleu.
glow ink squidlings have infested Data Atoll too. But what of the microfiche? This is their only home. I'm loath to interfere in the affairs of nature, but we simply cannot risk losing the microfiche and the information they possess.
That's true. Anyways, I don't think we should fizzle at all in this dungeon, which is good. Of course. Another glow ink squidling fight, so it should be pretty easy. But yes, the microfiche, guys, is a fish that you can catch, and it's only found in this gauntlet here. So, if you want to complete your fishing tome, you have to do this dungeon. So either you have to do the portal of peril, or find someone who has this gauntlet. Fred Frost Fury did find someone who had this gauntlet. One of you guys. A subscriber. Very nice. But if you don't have any friends, you might have to do this portal of peril, or buy the gauntlet yourself. Portal of peril is easier. But also, at the end of this dungeon, you will get a fishing luck elixir for a 1 hour one as well, which is very, very nice. So, if you plan on doing a lot of fishing, maybe it's like a 0 energy elixir fishing or something, you can do this dungeon first, get that elixir, and then start your fishing. Have a lot more luck.
Away, and do not return, you big tentacled terrors. Are you all right, my friend?
Be quiet, or you weirdo fish is gonna catch a mauling.
A luminous troglodyte. Fascinating. They typically coexist in symbiotic associations with smaller, highly intelligent creatures. Perhaps that troglodyte has forged just such a relationship with the microfiche. Let us venture forth and see for ourselves.
Okay, let's go. We are so the hero of time. What an epic badge. Luminous troglodytes.
Look, a gaggle of luminous troglodytes. This voyage just continues to get more fantastic, no? Oh yes. Observe how they congregate.
Shh, I already told you. Be quiet. Dewey said we supposed to know anything when ain't being quiet. Hey, you shush. You tell them to be quiet too loud. Dewey gonna get mad at us. Oh yeah. Dewey said we supposed to know anything when ain't being quiet. You weird fishes come over here now so we can maul you quietly.
Okay. Luminous troglodyte. They are fire, so they might do a little ice shield or something, which might not be good. But they also have a decent amount of health. But we definitely kill with a blade and a frost giant as long as they don't shield here. So let's see what they do. They also could like do a little Ifrit or something. They've been known to do such little spells like that. But first one's gonna do a Firezilla, which should, or Elephant, my bad. Same. Do they? No, not the same animation. Elephant. Should not be any utility, which is good. That's what we need. Here it goes. Here we go. I told you guys. So we are gonna get a weakness put on us. I think we can probably still kill. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe not. It's 45%. I think I have to frenzy now. I don't think we can kill because we basically don't have any buffs. Besides like a boost on them. I don't know. If they shield though, we could be in real big trouble. This is not good. I'm actually going to feint this dude now. I'm going to feint him. I'm going to counter his shield with a feint, and I think that will do it. I think we should be fine now. It's just annoying, man, these fire enemies who use ice shields. Like, what? Come on, really? It's also a lot of damage, too. No! Why?! Getting very frustrated here. I'm gonna go ahead and use all my buffs. How do we get a Shadow Pip? We might as well show no mercy. Is this the only spell these guys know, basically? This is insane. And a random fire shield? I am flabbergasted. I think maybe we can still kill, though. We have some Pierce, right? And we still get a boost. I think we might be able to still... We should kill the guy on the left for sure. Guy on the right doesn't have any more shields. No! That is weak. That is very weak. At least we stunned them. So they're not going to get any more shields. I think we can go ahead and snowball barrage here. I think it should be game. It might not be, though. I've never seen enemies spam shields this much before. This is horrible. Is that game? Of course it's not. And this guy's going to critical block. It's not game for either of them. Really? Really? They're both at 1 HP. This is insane. I mean, hey, at least some things are getting interesting here. I thought this was going to be an easy little dungeon. It's starting to get a little bit more difficult, but we're already at the end. Like, after this fight is the boss fight. So, like, this could be a very short episode. But obviously, we have to win. And these guys are going to be using these... These guys are also in the last boss fight as well. So, they're going to be using these shields in the last boss fight, too. They're literally... Why do I have so many snowbirds? They're literally at 1 HP. This guy's literally at 1 HP. Do I not have a blizzard in my deck somewhere? I cannot believe this at all. You know how difficult it is to get an enemy to 1 HP? You know how difficult that is? That requires a lot of skill. A lot more skill than you would think. It takes way more skill to get it to 1 HP than to... I really don't have anything. Okay, I guess we'll just Snow Serpent. It takes a lot more skill to get an enemy down to 1 HP than to kill it. That is true. I'm not gonna reshuffle. I'm just gonna use treasure cards. Oh, now you don't critical block. Oh, now you're gonna trap. Just remembered you had that spell, huh? Ice Bats. Can Ice Bats do 1 damage here? Let's find out. Come on. Come on, Ice Bats. Can you do 1 damage for me? That's a big shield. Boom.
You silly fish is making big mistake. Dewey no like noise when he reading. Too loud, too loud. Dewey not gonna let us have no food.
What odd creatures. I could spend days researching them alone, but that will have to wait for another time. First, we must investigate the connection between the missing microfiche and this mysteriously studious Dewey. This way.
Ooh, Dewey. Dewey. Let's continue investigating. Uh-oh. Oh, there's only 2 of the troglodytes, actually.
Aha, look, the microfiche are there in that tank. No doubt that, curious-looking hermit crab is the infamous Dewey. Observe the way the troglodytes, though vastly superior in physical stature, cower in subordination to the hermit crab. Captivating.
Do you find the particulars of our arrangement vexing? You preserve the silent tranquility of my hermitage, and I provide your daily sustenance.
Sorry, Mr. Dewey. It's just that one of them weird fishes was too loud. Sorry, Mr. Dewey. It's just that one of them weird fishes was real magic-y.
Incompetent fools! Those weird fishies weren't fish. They're interlopers, and you've let them parade right into my sanctuary.
Oh, hello. Do not fret. Like you, my wizard friend and I wish only to discover and explore the marvels of the illustrious microfiche.
Silence! These microfish are mine to ruminate upon. Troglodytes, earn back your pabulum by quieting these vociferous reprobates.
What?
Make the intruders go bye-bye, or you get no din-din.
Oh! It's mauling time!
All right. So this could be a tough fight. Normally, there's actually 3 enemies. Grandfather spider duck. No longer needed. So the thing here is that I think we're going to need probably 2 feints. Let's go ahead and get that going. I want to go ahead and get a frenzy. I also want to make sure I pack an ice spear just because of these pesky minions with those shields. Yeah, I think that's going to be important. Let's go ahead and get ice blades. And then the thing is, you really do want to make sure that you can kill round 1. Or not round 1, but in 1 attack. Because he will drop shields that are school specific. So if I attack with an ice spell, he's going to drop school ice shields on himself, which is not going to be good for us. So we want to make sure that we can kill on the first time. I mean, honestly, I don't know how far along we are with these shadow spells, but we might maybe so no mercy it. Might not be a bad idea. Where is it? It's at the beginning. Oh my god, where is it? There it is. I think this should be a pretty good deck. What else do we need? Squabblet? Probably not necessary. Let's go ahead and try with this. See what happens. Normally there's 1 more luminous troglodyte, but because they're by herself, I guess only 1 of them spawns. We are going first, which is nice. Shadow Gauge not very good right now, but it's alright. Let's go ahead and do this. Pretty good starting hand, actually. Pretty good starting hand. I'll take that. I will take that. Alright, here we go. Boss fight versus Dewey. This is it. This is the final fight of the dungeon. So, could be a short episode, unless this battle gives us some trouble, which it very well may. This is not an easy fight, but the cheats aren't... There's not really many cheats. So, like... I don't know if the Portal of Peril is a little bit nerfed compared to the normal gauntlet. The normal gauntlet might have more cheats. I don't know. Don't know. Either way, I think we can win this one. Now, if these guys shield, it's going to suck, but I did bring that spear for that very reason. Now, this is something that just sucks. You know, I thought it could happen, but I didn't really have a way to counter it. Just got to deal with that, I guess. Tough luck. Let's go ahead and do that, and let's go ahead and do that. Start to go ahead and Ice Blade here. elephant. I'm pretty sure Dewey might be the highest ranked enemy we fought in this series so far. Just because we're level scaled. It's not really accurate, but I mean, it is accurate. I mean, no shield so far. Obviously, I'm knocking on wood for that, but, you know, it's going to happen here soon. But if it doesn't, you know, hopefully it just doesn't happen on Dewey, right? That's the important thing. But if they don't shield, I don't need to actually use the ice spear. Guess we'll go ahead and ice blade here again. If we can get to max pips and get a shadow pip, I prefer to use that because this can do more damage. This has to be a shield. It's the fire shield though. Okay, that's fine. You can fire shield all day if you want. Fire shield literally all day if you want. Yeah, this is a pretty good time to do the portal peril because we just finished Mirage, right? It's in between worlds. It's like a perfect time to do this. So the timing actually worked out pretty well. Now, will we be able to complete Imperia before the next portal of peril? I do not think so. I do not think so. It's a long world. Alright, I think I would like to... He's only got 14,000. I think I'm going to faint all 3 times, though, just to be sure. Because I do only have 1 blade, basically, because of this weakness. And it's a 35 blade, basically. So, I think we do want to put all of our feints down there. There's the shield. So, I might want to use my spear now. Oh, no. He just fainted. That feint might override my other feint. Wait, I did not put the other feint on. I put the basic feint last, so this should count and not that one. I think. I hope. I think this 70 will count and not that 30, because it's the same spell, only one of them can activate. If this guy does a shield, I'll use a spear here. Okay. I just want to make sure I can kill these guys, you know? And Dewey also has some resist. I'm pretty sure it's a ice. I'm not sure how much, but it is like... It's not a ton. But, you know, it does impact things. So with this spear, we should be able to cut down on probably all the resist, actually. So I think this is probably going to be game once we attack here. And we are getting hit kind of hard, but luckily we have that additional health. So we're still at 6.6. I mean, we still have plenty of health here. Oof, we're getting hit hard this round. Now the question is, do I want to maybe frenzy here? Right, that's the question. We did get a shadow pip, but we're not at max pips. I don't think we really need to be at max pips. I'm gonna go ahead and attack right here. Moment of truth. We have Snow No Mercy. Let's see what happens. I mean, obviously we do have that weakness. It's a 45 weakness too, but I think this is game, man. Snow No Mercy has a ton of damage. It's not a fully maxed out Snow No Mercy though. It's like we're one off. We're one off. Let's see if this is game of the minions. Alright, it's game of the minions. Let's go. Here's a moment of truth here. 70, 70, 80. We got all our feints. That's good. We pierce. No resist. Snow No Mercy is just way too good. I mean, it's such a good spell. It is such a good spell. Alright, well. So we beat this dungeon completely solo. First try. Pretty easy.
This racket will not be tolerated. Why do I even bother feeding you tiresome troglodytes all that krill if you're incapable of mauling any and all that enter my sanctuary?
We sorry, Dewey. Shh, too loud. We sorry, Dewey.
Oh, all I wanted was a quiet underwater sanctuary where I could study obscure texts in peace. If I set the microfish free, will you go away?
Of course, my good crab. You and I shall never find quarrel again, so long as you promise to never hoard the wonders of the deep again. Now, wizard, let us leave this crusty crustacean to his studies. We'll follow the unmistakable beacon of sunlight back up to the beach.
Okay. Oops. Perilous. Ooh, let's go. How much did I get there? 35. Not too bad. Yeah, I think it's worth it to do a couple of these, but because these tokens are not too bad, but like, I don't know. Just do any more of that, a little extra. So here we go. I hate that you spawn in the pond. I guess it kind of makes sense because what you swam up like to the surface, which is here, but you lose some of the fish. This is the only little pond where the microfish spawn right here. Well, let's head over and talk to Captain Jock.
Wow, that was educational, no? And behold, the pool now teems with microfish. Go on, cast a lure and check them out for yourself. When you are done, the Calypso will take you home, thus punctuating this most fantastic voyage.
We did it, guys, and we got Cusco's luck elixir, which you can barely see above my head there, but 33% is not too bad for 1 hour. Like, I think it's worth it. It's a fairly easy dungeon to do. But yeah, I already caught the microfish on Fred Frost Fury. But this is also, they do have like chests and stuff that spawn in this pond that can give you like some rare, I think, wands and some stuff. So if that is something that you're interested in, you probably already know that. But because you guys waited all the way to the end of this video and watched this one, I do have some gauntlet packs and stuff to open for you guys. You guys excited for this? I know y'all love some pack openings. So we have the Hidden Temple Gauntlet Pack. Let's go ahead and open that first. Hopefully I have enough space for all this stuff. Ooh, interesting. It looks like we have a Fire School with them and a Balance School with them. Not the best. Professor Horde's pack. Let's see what happens here. Let's see what happens. Got some housing. A lot of housing stuff. And some myth gear. Okay. Not anything good so far, unfortunately. Wyvern Horde's pack. Not the best stuff. We got an ultra rare Earthwalker. Don't think that's too great. Finally, just the Rockhammer's Jewel pack. We got a jewel. And some reagents. Not the best stuff. Prismatic Cat, I guess we'll probably use in a video at some point in the future. But that will conclude today's video, guys. Pretty short one. It's the Portal Apparel episode. You know, cool little gauntlet. There's not too many gauntlets in the game. I think there's like, how many are there? Probably like 15, maybe less, maybe more, something around there. So it's not like going to be a super long series. We've done 2 now. Still have to go back and do the Grand Tourney Arena, which we missed last month in May, unfortunately. So we'll have to go back and do that. But this is a pretty fun little one. It's easy. It gives you good benefits. So I think it's kind of worth doing. But yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed, guys. As always, keep it icy, keep it snowy, and I will see you in the next one.